Keep this, she said softly. When you look at it, think of Alhana Starbreeze, and know that somewhere she thinks of you. Hello and welcome, men and women of the West. Here we'll be examining Sturm Brightblade today, my favorite of the companions.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
Alhana and Sturm have a bit of an interesting relationship. They only knew each other for 3 minutes. Sturm ended up kind of playing bodyguard for her for a bit, and then the two of them essentially were making googly eyes at each other the whole time. Alhana in particular making googly eyes at Sturm, which for a Sylvan SDL is kind of unexpected given how bigoted they can be. Because to the Sylvan SDLs, generally the other races are inferior to them. Now, that said, Alhana is one of the most beautiful elf maids to have ever lived in Sylvan SD's history. A lot of people regard this as a very peculiar thing that happens. I can't call it a relationship. Sturm receives from her the Star Gem. The thing is, the Star Gem acts as a bit of a telepathic link between the two, and it connects Sturm and her soul, because it's essentially the Sylvan SD engagement ring. Through it, she can feel some of what he feels and his presence, always, and vice versa. To an extent, this plot point is something that actually is later a problem in the next generation of Dragonlance book. Sturm is very easily moved by Alhana's beauty and something inside of her. Sturm and Alhana, I don't know what you thought of when you first read Dragons of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a bit idealistic and romantic in a way, though I do like that Sturm's cynicism does come through. He is a cynical person, which I'm just saying. I like that it's a reference to old romance stories from the Middle Ages that I love to read so much, because Sturm's obviously thinking of this as Lady Fair and whatnot.
The classical knight with the lady.
But on the other hand, there's something romantic there, I think, between him and Alhana. Now, the problem, to an extent, I would have liked it had they actually interacted with each other a bit more, because there could have been character interactions, but they never did that. We never see them interact. We're just supposed to assume there's, I guess, something there. I don't know. And they never expanded on it when they should have had Alhana come back into the story. Maybe her end up in the High Claire's Tower. You know, you get lots more character interactions between her and Sturm. Take her away from the Sylvan SD Forest and put her with Lorana's team for a while. Then you send her back to the Sylvan SD Woods. Alhana was actually a very strong character, and I actually liked her when she was around, but I think that there should have been more interactions between her and Sturm, so that we would be able to sympathize more with her when she feels a sense of loss at Sturm's death.
Mm-hmm. Because those two I love, because it's, pardon me saying this, a modern twist on an old classic. That was a bit of a love letter to that classic.
There's a lot that could have been done, a lot more that should have been done. But you know what? The writers were cramped for space. Maybe if they had had another book, they could have stretched things out. They had a lot to do and very little time to do it in. I do sympathize with that. They are very talented writers. It's just, I just wanted so much more for all the characters and to see them expanded some more. But anyways, tell us what you think of the Sturm-Alhana relationship. Should it have gone somewhere? We kind of lean towards yes, just so that we can sympathize more for character though. Yes, she lost Lorak, but after that, there should have been an added tragedy of her actually getting to know Sturm and then losing him. That would have made her into a much more tragic character. That would have added something to the trilogy, I think. But tell us what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time. But from what we can learn from this love story is that we should never shirk from helping another person, especially a stranger, as Sturm did Alhana, because we never know what it might lead to. For all we know, it might lead to love, friendship, that might last us for the rest of our lives. But until next time, take care.